Hello and welcome to another FX Centrum daily market analysis. So for today, I will go for our cross asset list. I will cover coffee market, WTI, US 100, USD Japanese yen, British pound versus US dollar, euro dollar, US 30, gold market, dollar index, and Bitcoin versus US dollar. So let's start with the coffee market. Still didn't have we had an update yesterday, but upper Bollinger Band held again, and we had a rejection of 194 mark. And this is a not particularly good sign for the upside continuation, but still we need to monitor this 194.30 because in case of the upside breakout of that level, we can see potential retest of 198 mark. So I think it's very important to watch and observe this level. In case of the downside movement, we have a middle Bollinger Band around 189 mark and a lower Bollinger Band around 182.74 with a key support in the coffee market around 181. If we break 181 mark, there will be a chance for a drop towards 175 and 165.50 mark. Slow line is sloping to the upside, but it's around the 40 mark, so more like in a neutral stance. And we have a fast line almost around the 70 mark, so even higher than the previous, where we have a previous swing high. Rate of change had a flip to the downside yesterday and 2 days ago. So far, coffee market still in the consolidation, and this market will open in about approximately, as you can see here, in the 2 hours and 28 minutes. Now, next market is WTI. So as alerted and also 2 weeks ago, this is in a short-term upside trend. And we had a strong support around, we can see here once we had a breakout of the 81 mark. That was a good, strong sign for the further higher prices. And we are getting closer to our upside objective around 85.90 mark. We have some previous swing highs there. But actually then the key pivot highs will be around 90 mark, 90 to 89.50 mark. A slow line is sloping to the upside. It's around 80 level. And the fast line is around 90 plus mark. But this is a strong sign of strength. I don't see any big sign of weakness from on the other side. So there was this natural pullback after the initial break of the upper Bollinger Band. And that is a very good confirmation for the further rally. Let's see the hourly time frame, what we can see here. Again, market did this pullback, more like a shakeout yesterday, and then the close above the upper Bollinger Band. And so far is holding and building higher lows at this point. So no bigger sign of weakness. So there is a chance for the upside continuation on the WTI. Now US 100. What we can see here is we had a down day yesterday. So as I said, this market is in a strong consolidation. We have a key resistance around 18,500 and upper Bollinger Band 18,537 mark. So we're getting closer to the middle Bollinger Band. We still didn't test middle Bollinger Band at 18,190. In case the downside breakout of that level, which is also good support, short-term support, there will be a chance for a drop towards the lower Bollinger Band at 17,850 mark. Slow line is sloping to the upside around the 80 mark, and the fast line is just, we have some mini bear cross at this point, so we can see that the slow and fast line are pretty close to each other. So pay attention for this consolidation and potential breakout to the downside. Let's take a look at just very fast our hourly time frame. So we had this down move. We filled the gap and closed below the lower Bollinger Band, and this seems like a natural pullback with potential for the further downside continuation on the hourly time frame. Now let's go back to our watch list. So we have a USD Japanese yen. It's getting closer to the resistance of this very tight consolidation around 152 mark. So I think the potential breakout to 152 can be a strong sign for a further rally towards 153.50, which is the upper Bollinger Band. Let's take a position of the fast and slow line. You can see that the slow line went all the way to the bottom, around 90 mark. So it's in a strong upside environment, and the fast line had just correction, pretty much like a flat correction. So this can be a from my perspective, a continuational pattern for the upside. And since we had initial move from 146.50 all the way to 151, so there will be potential for some potentially similar move if we measure this low and this high and add from this low and this high. We just need a confirmation and the breakout to confirm that potential scenario. So pay attention for that, the trading range and the breakout potential. Now we have a pound dollar. I alerted about potential down move. So look at the slow line and the fast line. Fast line had just correction, and the market spent some time in consolidation. The market was trading in this down sloping environment, and the short term is the trend is to the downside. So now the lower Bollinger Band is set at 1.2510, 1.2515. We also have this swing low from something beginning of February. If the market can break this and close below lower Bollinger Bands and staying below, then next short-term objective will be all the way down around 1.2380 mark. So still a chance for the further downside movement. Let's take a look at the hourly time frame. You can see clearly down break here in the pound dollar and just a very natural consolidation, more like a sideways at this point. So after this consolidation or so, even maybe it can be a little correction or so, there will be a potential for the downside movement. I think the rebreak on hourly at 1.2539 will be a good sign for the further downside movement. Euro dollar, pretty similar. We alerted about the potential downside continuation. Slow line is sloping to the downside around 12 mark. Fast line had just correction, and the previous swing low is sitting around 1.0. I will say 1.0700 mark. The previous swing low. In case of the breakout of that level, there will be a chance for the next pivot level, which is around 1.0590 mark. Hourly time frame, very strong free bar close below the lower Bollinger Band, something similar we had here in the background, and then we had a natural rally and then continuation here, similar natural rally, more consolidation. Market is moving lower, and it's the momentum is the downside. Now we have a US 30, so we had this break below the lower Bollinger Band on the hourly and just a very natural consolidation. Price equal time, basically see the fast line just match the slow line. You can see here a down day, clear down day of the upper Bollinger Band, and this is a very strong sign and momentum. There is a potential for the retest at least of 39,300, which is the middle Bollinger Band. And in case of the further bigger down move in the next couple of days, we have a support around 38,750 mark. And we have a gold market, so let's take a look at the daily time frame. Yesterday was maybe a first sign of weakness after the breakout of this contraction. So we had a breakout here day, and then that was on Friday, and then we have yesterday, this was a pretty much neutral stance. So this is the bar with the selling tail and buying tail, and bar candle close in the middle. Slow line is sloping to the upside, but the fast line is trying to correct at this point. You can see here that then we have some rate of change flip to the downside. Still, we need to have some evidence. So I would like to see the rebreak of 2230 mark. And if we can see the break of that, which is the lower Bollinger Band and the pullback low, you see the rebreak of that, for example, something like this, and then if market can hold below, then we can go to this consolidation range around 2200 or 2190 mark. This kind of projected target if we can break this and hold below. Market can rebreak higher and so and retake the tail at this point, then there will be a potential continuation even towards 2280 mark. But so far I see potential for the pullback on a daily time frame. Still not confirmed. And we have a dollar index. This is something that I alerted about. So you can see this consolidation and a slow line is sloping to the upside, fast line, adjusted these small corrections. This is a strong sign. So basically market went from the lower Bollinger Band to the upper Bollinger Band. Did the consolidation around upper Bollinger Band, and it's really now breaking and holding into the upper Bollinger Band. We also broke 104.90 mark. So there is a potential chance for the 105.75 to be in the play. And even short midterm speaking, the highs here from around 107 mark. So as you can see here, 106.80 mark. We have the swing highs from October last year. If we take a look at the hourly time frame, so as you can see here, we had initiation, but then a deeper pullback, and then the market sustained and held. This was a good pattern for the higher prices. And here you can see as well, you can see the fast line and slow line, they matched each other. So this is a strong upside environment at this point. At the fast line and middle Bollinger Band is getting closer, and this looks like a very constructive for the further rally. So I do see potential strength in the dollar index. Now Bitcoin is down, and it's down today so far 4%. And there will be a chance to see that market at a tight consolidation, and there is a downside break and potential for a retest of the lower Bollinger Band at 63,300 and 61,300. You see the fast line on the stochastic oscillator, you'll see that there is a market that started to flip down on the oscillator. The slow line is still sloping to the upside, but the fast line is now on the down move. So this, and we have a down break. So lower Bollinger Band can be in the play. Take a look at the hourly time frame. Had a big down bar, single bar candle. This was not strong close, it closed off the low, but if we see the natural pullback, maybe retest the previous swing low on an hourly, there will be a potential for the downside continuation. Of course, if we see the bigger rally, there will be potential absorption of this, but so far I don't see that. So maybe a natural correction on the hourly and then the downside continuation. And that will be all for this FX Centrum daily market analysis. If you didn't visit our website, go to fxcentrum.com and you can explore our promotions, 100% deposit bonus, open account in just a few clicks. Check out our FXC TV channel. You can see technical analysis, trading ideas, different tutorials, and you can learn a lot. And from my view, this can be a very good boost and help for your own trading and for your own education. So explore fxcentrum.com, and till next time, have a good trading day.